Welcome in, y'all. I'm your host, RyRyB, and we are now home for the holidays, where every story has a seat at the table, and in honor of my late grandmother, we're gonna feed them bellies, okay? The holidays are always so emotional for people, but we're going to hold space for it all. Today, we're diving into life, legacy, and purpose, and unpacking everything. On today's episode, we have someone you've heard over the years across radio, TV, entertainment, and the overall culture. He's a voice, he's been the voice, he's a multi-hyphenate artist, entertainer, actor. You've seen him everywhere, the list goes on. From The Morning Hustle, the Ricky Smiley Talk Show, Dish Nation, the Bodega Brothers, everywhere. Can we please welcome Headkrack to the screen? My brother, my good friend.
Yo, it's a pleasure to be here. I was like, at first I was like, who's she talking about? And then I realized it was me.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Well, salute to you and all the things you're doing, just to watch you maneuver and navigate all these different rooms that you get to be in and just always shine like the star you are. I'm proud of you. I really am.
Thank you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And it means a lot to be sitting here with you. You are a legend. And like I mentioned before, and I meant what I said, you've been a voice.
Thank you.
So it truly means a lot to sit here next to you.
I mean, a lot of times you do the things you do, you don't know who's listening. No one heard what I just said. And then when you run into people yo, nobody heard in the room what you said, but I heard you on the radio. So that means a lot to me. That keeps the wind in my sails.
Yeah. So before we get into the fun games, can we please do one icebreaker?
Let's go.
All right. What is one funny moment on air that the listeners never knew about?
The crazy thing is most things played out on air, but so Gary with the T. I'm fashion guru, color today, all that good stuff, right? I don't know what his diet consists of.
Okay.
However, you ever heard the song Thriller?
Yeah.
When Vincent Price is doing this thing, the funk of 40,000 years. There was a few times where he let a couple go in the studio and the funk of 40,000 years permeated the entire room. We had to shut production down. We had to run 3 songs. You know what I'm saying? That kind of vibe. But there's one of the things we just laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? Hindsight 2020. And then even going back to when we was doing Paternity Test Tuesday on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show when we was still in Dallas, man, those were really fun times because we would have the people in studio. Yeah. And even though what we were dealing with was kind of sad, some of the outcomes were hilarious because it was like Maury, because people would come on there and be like, no, that's definitely his kid. And then when we opened the envelope and you find out it wasn't their kid, their whole thing changed and they get on the defensive. So there was a lot of things that, actually did make it to the air, but not everything, because we got to trim it, edit it, make it, presentable, cut the cursing out, all those things.
Have you ever seen someone do the Jerry Springer run in person? The Maury run, and they be like, no, I knew he was a father.
No, but there was one time where this person left the studio, right? And we got, when the doors closed, it's soundproof, but you could hear him guy cry.
No.
Through the door.
Through the soundproof door?
So, Mama wants you love! And you heard it, and it was muffled through the door, and it was just me and Roxy look at each other and I look at Rick. But it was funny because we didn't expect it.
Okay.
However, it was not funny because that person's feelings were hurt. Exactly. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and there was a pregnant man claiming that the paternity of the woman was, we would feel, but, I think also at that time was a different time. We weren't used to seeing men emote. This is pre-therapy and all the things that we now champion now. Hey, it's okay for guys to ball up into a little thing and just roll back and forth and just cry. It was a different time. I'm a Neanderthal who barely survived the 80s. So, so I had some work to do.
We cannot have a holiday special without the holiday game.
Game on.
Game on. Let's do it. What did you say?
I said apple pie.
Okay.
Because there's more you can do with it. You can set it on fire, you can char it, you know what I'm saying? You can put it on top of ice cream. Not literally set it on fire, but heat it up.
Okay, I really don't eat apple pie.
Really?
But I would choose it over pumpkin pie.
Why? What's your issues with pumpkin pie? What did it do to you? Let's talk about it.
I mean, Just not a pumpkin type of, like, oh, let's eat pumpkin.
So if somebody sat a sweet potato pie and a pumpkin pie in front of you,
Sweet potato.
you could taste. Can you taste the difference instantly?
I've never tried a pumpkin pie.
Oh, so it's kind of like the green eggs and ham. Try it, and you may.
You're just too knowledgeable.
I just lived too long.
Compare it to green eggs and ham? Who does that?
Because it was the same thing. Like the dude, Sam I Am, didn't like it because he ain't never tried it. Then when he tried it, he was like, oh, it was good.
Okay, I like green eggs and ham.
You know what I did that with? Bean pie. So the Muslims sometimes, depending on what city you live in, they'll be on the corner in a little suit and bow tie selling bean pie. Bean pie, brother? And I'm like, hell no, I don't want a bean pie. And then finally, one day, just out of just curiosity, I was like, you know what? I will try one of your bean pies. Banging. And to that Muslim, I said, brother, y'all should call it something else. Y'all would sell way more of these. Nutmeg pie. There are other ingredients in that pie. Because when you think bean pie, you're thinking like,
Yeah, like beans.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Yeah, so I don't know why you tried it.
Because, how sometimes like somebody asks you something like 8 times and on the 9th time, be like, all right. It was kind of like that thing. It's like, and their sales pitch is good. You know what I'm saying? They got the suit and tie on. The water boys would sell more water if they went outside a suit and tie. I'm just saying, it's all about the presentation and pitch.
Right on.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Snowman.
Okay. Oh, and you drew one too.
I was gonna go the extra mile and write, yeah, and Young Jeezy's voice just to show how invested I was into the snowman.
You keep doing better than me.
No, you're doing fantastic.
You keep trying to do better than me.
No, you're representing your generation. Like, like.
What does that mean?
Keeping it shorthand. Like when people say IDK.
We say the same?
Yeah.
Are you copying me?
Polar Express, I think is too new. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, because I think it came out like after Home Alone. So I don't think everybody's up on it. I know it's like animated, and by the time Polar Express came out, I was too old to care. What's your favorite Christmas movie of all time?
Favorite? Okay, I'll say it.
Come with it.
Okay, I can't think of it.
Okay. Who's in it?
The Grinch, Jim Carrey version.
Jim Carrey. I was literally watching a documentary about that today.
Really? They have a documentary?
Yeah, it's this channel called Minty Comedic Arts. He does like 10 things you didn't know about, and he does it in that voice because he's from Australia. Yeah, but like Grinch, it took him like 8 hours. No, 2 to 3 hours every day to do the makeup. And he would have to be in it 9 hours every time he would do it. It made him the real life Grinch. He was like real cocky, not cocky, but he's real like, crotchety to people on set. Because of that, he was angry.
Oh, wow. Well, he is amazing at it.
He did a great job. The hand movements, and even when you go to Universal, they be having a little Grinch.
Yeah, you think you can do that face?
No. This is terrible. Like, that's the meme.
Grinch.
It's more like a chipmunk, I think I just did.
What was the girl that he was in love with? Oh, he wasn't in love with no girl.
Nah, but there was a little girl in it, because if he was in love with her, that would have made it weird, right?
Okay.
Little Lucy Liu?
Lucy Liu.
No, Lucy Liu's Asian. Cindy Lou.
It was a girl that he liked in grade school.
An adult-sized Grinch.
No, he was a baby Grinch.
Okay.
But they used to pick on him because he still had his Grinch face. He did. He had his Grinch face, and he thought she was so cute, and they would all laugh at him.
Oh.
Or did I just make that movie up?
No, here's the thing. I didn't see the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like that came out during a time where I was preferring things with guns. Hence why my favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard.
Okay. Is that a Christmas movie?
It did. It happened on Christmas Eve in the Yakatomi building. Yippee-ki-yay. It was the company Christmas party, and John McClane came in, and he was having problems with his wife, and he saved his wife's life, and I think that bought him like 6 more months into marriage because they was divorced by the next movie. I be watching mad movies, yo. Joy. Santa, won't you bring me joy?
Santa, won't you, or Cause I like that song. I want $1,200.
Oh, it's about the All I Want for Christmas is the ghetto-based All-Stars version. Mm-hmm. 5 fat gold chains. Yeah.
And that has nothing to do with this song we talking about.
Okay, what was the correct answer?
No, that ain't the part you do.
That's not the famous part.
No.
You got this. You got this light work.
My true love gave to me.
That's the lyric. She got it right.
Hey!
Yo, you did. Points on the board.
Points on the board.
Holy infant, lie in thy manger.
Okay, that's good.
Watch out for Pontius, he'll have you in danger.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna say, holy infant, little sweet child, Christmas coming round for you and I.
I like that song.
Oh, wow.
This is from Holy Night.
Did R. Kelly write that version?
Holy night?
Child in a manger, tender and sweet.
What?
You remind me of my Jeep.
Holy night. That's a gospel song. Okay.
Okay, cool. You know,
Okay.
they need to have new people sing these songs.
Exactly.
So we can know the lyrics. Not saying that you're not doing a great job, but they need to make modern versions. They need to make modern versions. Cause like, just imagine if Chris Brown did that song, we would know, and there'd be a dance to it too. Like, you know.
Kind of like This Christmas.
Yeah.
That was never Chris Brown's song.
It is now. I mean, Donny Hathaway. I mean, like, you know, like people that came before us would argue that Donny Hathaway had the best.
Right. They would argue that like that's not Chris Brown's song. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh, the same way Beyonce hijacked the Amazing Frank.
From Ella J.
No, not Ella J, but probably that one too. But the one
Just messed up her name.
Before I Let Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before I Let Go. And Ella J.
What was her song? Ella J.
Ella J?
Ella J. Like Beyonce took a song from Ella J? Or you talk about Ella Fitzgerald?
The song that you know the song.
I'm not part of the Beehive.
I'd rather go blind
Keep going.
than to see you walk away from me like that. I'd rather go blind.
Was that on the Lemonade album? Maybe.
Was it?
I don't know.
No, she sung it for the Cadillac Records.
Oh, that makes sense. So Etta James.
Etta James.
Yeah.
That's her name. Etta James. Woo, she would sweat on that
when
stage.
you said Ella J, I was like Ella May's mom? Like, you know.
Yeah, I think I mixed the two.
Fair enough.
Ella May and Etta J. Etta James. But she was sweating on that stage. Etta James put her heart into that song.
I believe it, man. She's one of those ones. That's why she's an icon.
Woo, yeah. One last game to wrap up this holiday game segment, and that is, what are we pulling out of our stocking? Okay, let's pull it. So the rules of the game. You dig your hand in the stocking, swirl it around, pull something out, and I have a question for you when you pull it out.
I can't wait.
You ready?
Yep.
Stocking ready for you?
If the stocking don't fit, you must have quit.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
What this is?
microphone time. So the question I have for you, are you ready?
I'm ready.
What moment this year truly empowered you to use your voice?
I would say every time I do a show. That's like just me being in my natural habitat, you know, my most rawest, vulnerable version of myself, the time where like I have no problems, no bills are due. Everybody's happy and you're displaying your art for the people. I recently did a show at the Perfect Note with the sister named Benita Jelaine. It was called Bars and Soul. And that was the first time that I did certain records live off my recent project, Microdose. So I did like songs like It Follows and also this other joint called A Toast. And one thing as a creative, you never know how people are gonna perceive the things you throw out there. So it's like, you know, like, ooh, you like it when you sing along, and like everybody just picked right up on it, and it made me feel heard and seen because these weren't party songs per se. They were songs about, like, the song it follows is about like running from trauma and how your trauma will always follow you. So imagine doing that in a festive environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about something so serious, but getting people to connect to the content. And the other one is the song of Toast is about like just overcoming all the obstacles and celebrating yourselves in the moment. And they latched on to that one too. So like, it was good. And that one meant a lot to me because I actually produced that record. You know, it's one thing to write the song, but it's another thing to write the song, make the beat. I'm Diddy. Not really, but you know, to do the things, you know, take that. You know what I mean? Like, so it felt good. I felt empowered, man, because that's really when I'm my happiest.
Yeah. So I actually want to touch on that. You mentioned your show, amazing show, and even more, an amazing album. Okay, I listened, I loved it, and I wanted to touch on this one specific song. All of your songs were amazing, but this one right here, Pure Imagination.
Okay, yeah.
Pure Imagination, it was so touchy, and I listened over and over and over and over again just to make sure I was really taking in all of the lyrics and all of the emotion, because it was so many emotions and the lyricism was absolutely phenomenal. Okay, everything about your project was amazing. But the one question that I have about Pure Imagination is, what caused you to want to go so deep in that song? You talked about the loss of your grandmother, addiction, upbringing. You talked about a lot in that song, and it really stuck out to me because I too lost my grandmother. And anytime I hear someone mention it, I know what it comes with, the grief, the loss, the pain sometimes. So I just want to touch on that song right there.
Got you. So, man, like, so when I started writing that, I was like really in the rawest nerves that one can have at that time. I just left radio, and I just really felt like my back was against the wall on a lot of things, and I just wanted to bleed out through my music. And the crazy thing, there's a record by Bob James called Pure Imagination. It's a jazz record. And during that time, what I would do is I would take jazz records and I would just rap over the entire record. And then just listen to it, study it, use my voice like an instrument, like chase the sounds and the patterns. Because a lot of times when beats are made, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Jazz is different, it's loose, has a swing to it. And I feel like rap can be that as well. So lyrically, it just like that version of the song, the Bob James version, it just pulled all the emotion out of me because like that song means so much to me, what it does sonically. And when my homeboy D Cross remade it, he captured a lot of that magic and put it on there. And like, you know, cause like my grandmother was like, up until the passing of my mother, was like the most important person in my life. You know, me losing her, it was like losing my mother. And then I lost my mother. You know what I'm saying? So like, and it wasn't even back to back, but it was like certain mile markers, man. It just hit. So I just wanted to just like, you know, reference her in a way to, you know, to where like I got it off my chest, you know, because like when my grandmother passed, cause my grandmother used to always like tell me things like I was like 29, even when I was like 12. Like, hey, you gotta play the stocks. Because like she was one of the people who like made money off the stocks and like invested in the right things. Cause she used to work for AT&T, right? And so she put money, so she had stocks at AT&T, and then the stock split, and she like had a gang of money when she passed. And she left me so much money that it allowed me to buy my first house. So that's why I said she passed and left me a fortune, but I give it all back to pull out that coffin. And cause like, yo, just to hear her voice, you know what I'm saying? And just to be around for her, cause like I kept her young, she kept me grounded. And then, so like, yeah, so I just wanted to, you know, just give her flowers there. And then for the rest of the record, talk about my parents, you know, like, yeah, my parents love me, but their addictions were restless. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't understand that a lot of times when you're dealing with addiction, a lot of times it's not people doing what they're doing because they don't want to be around or don't want to do the things. It's, these things chemically bond to your brain. And it works on so many different levels because a lot of times people think addiction is just drugs. There's foods that if I told you you couldn't have it no more, it's going to change the way you move, you know, like moving forward, because a lot of us are addicted to these things that they pump in to the foods and things like that. But, you know, like watching my parents go through the things that they went through as young as they were, you know, it just, you know, it just burned a lot of images in my brain. You know, like to where like, yeah, like I definitely knew I was loved, but I also knew that they was fighting something. Yeah. You know, and like, and thank God I still got my father, and he's, you know, he came out on the other side of all that better. But you know, just watching them try to navigate that landscape when they was young was like it made me grow up faster. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, and I think a lot of that stuff comes out in the music.
Yes, it definitely does. And I have so much respect for your music as well. I told you the lyricism, everything about it was absolutely phenomenal. I listened over and over and over again. This one specific line also stood out to me. You mentioned bringing a lion to the party, and there's blood on your shoe, but it's not yours, so you keep going. What exactly does that line mean to you?
So when I say I'm Einstein, like I'm really smart, but I'm silly as hell. I'll bring a lion to a party. Just be like, look, there's a lion. You didn't expect this. Now it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? And then like, and then you casually having a conversation. You know, like you're locked in with somebody. Ooh, somebody's blood on the. I spotted some blood on my kicks, but it, you know, I spot some blood on my kicks, but it ain't mine though. Like, okay, something terrible happened, but I'm okay. Business as usual. Let's carry on this conversation we're having. You know what I'm saying? That's literally how the lines flow. Like, you know, like bringing lines to a party, spotted some blood on my kicks, but it ain't mine, no. Business as usual, let's carry on the convo. And then we start to go someplace deeper. What do you know about astral projection? What do you know about astral projection? Trying to reach out to your reaches for extra protection. And for people don't know, man, like we have the ability to do so many amazing things internally. I think a lot of times we look outside of ourselves for these miracles to happen, but like, yo, listen, there is a universe behind your eyelids. And I know that it won't necessarily resonate with everybody that's seeing this, but to those who know, they know. You can heal yourself, you can harm yourself, you can forge your future, you can change the next 10, 15, 20, the rest of your life by just leaning a little bit more inward and just asking for all those abilities that God put in us to help you get through it. And then even learning about Orishas, I learned about Orishas. Orishas are our protectors, you know what I'm saying, like our angels. And when I was getting ready to prepare for this celebrity boxing match back in 2022, somebody was telling me about Orishas, and I started like reading up on them, and I just started like, you know, like, hey man, listen, I need all my ancestors to protect me because I was going in there against somebody who does this for a living, and I'm the guy from Dish Nation who used to fight. But years ago, you know what I'm saying? It's a different ball game. So I needed all of the protection, and like, yo, man, and God gave me all the protection I needed. And so yeah, man, so like I just drop little breadcrumbs in there, hoping that sometimes people will Google the things I'm talking about or latch on to certain lines the way you did. And like, yo, great detective work. Yeah, so like, you know, because like, man, there's so much that we think we know that we don't know.
For sure. This one last question. In 2013, on Good Day, you went on and talked about a game named CeeLo.
Yes.
And every time you rolled dice, because you wanted a job like your friends, so you would go roll dice, and you always rolled 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And that's where you got the name Headkrack, because it was always the perfect roll.
Yeah, whenever you roll a 4, 5, 6, yeah, like it's like yelling domino when you get the last domino, or uno when you get the last card. But so like, yeah, whenever you roll 4, 5, 6, Headkrack, that means you get to take everybody money. And the name just stuck with me because it sounded dangerous, and it was better than the rap name that I was going with before that.
Can you talk about the name before? Or?
Yeah, it was Rap Master Ray, which definitely keeps you in a pocket of time where like you finish every verse by going, huh.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, because I wanted to incorporate my name into like my music name, but like, yeah, like it's just like, yo man, it's 1992. No one's Rap Master or anything. Like that's almost like putting MC in front of your name right now. Like, yo, I'm MC Headkrack. You know what I'm saying? Like, or MC RyRyB. You know what I mean? Like certain things are like locked into certain pockets of time. Yeah. It was that I was shooting dice all the time, and then there was a song by Brand Nubians called "Slow Down," and there's a part where this guy Sadat X goes, "Yeah, Headkrack," and it was like, oh, the timing. This is supposed to happen. You know what I mean?
Back to that divine timing that we was just talking about. With a good reflexive moment, cause for good food. Okay, today we have turkey wings, smothered turkey wings, on top of homemade garlic butter mashed potatoes and a little bit of fried cabbage. Do you see that? Can they see that?
I see it. Yo, listen, and there's like a nice little reservoir of like, I don't know if that's like the garlic butter on top of
It's
the...
like a little gravy.
Yeah, it's
little
like,
gravy.
it's
You
like
see that moving?
It's like a creek.
Tender.
Yo, I can't wait to get to it.
Okay.
So what is your like favorite part of a meal? Is it the sides or is it the entree?
Definitely the entree. But see, me just being a real country southern girl, I mix all mine. Typically, especially when I'm eating collard greens, cornbread. You ever heard of pot liquor?
I've heard of pot liquor. That's like what's left over after you make the collard greens, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you take your cornbread, you ever ate it like that?
No. I keep my cornbread dry as the Mojave.
Really?
Yeah.
So I like the homemade cornbread and flat cakes. You know, and I'm not cussing. I'm not saying a cussing word, but they're typically called hoe cakes.
I've heard of the hoe cake.
Down south, okay? That's what they normally call them. You break the cornbread, you dig it in the collard green, put the collard green on top, dip it in the pot liquor, eat it like that. That's your fork.
How did hoe cakes get their name?
Somebody who made them probably wasn't. And they was like, bro, this is good.
Don't be eating that hoe cake. and then now it's in the menu.
Oh, this is good.
Yo, everything is hitting. From the collard greens to the turkey to the mashed potatoes, it's all on point.
Oh, let me ask you, what moment in your career truly changed your life? And how does it affect your now, 2025?
I think the moment that changed my life, because everything's a domino effect, right? So I would say the first time on my break at work, when I used to work at Target, when I was still in the 11th grade in high school, when I called up for this thing called a roll call. It was like a rap battle that you would do on the air. And I would call and like I would diss the people. And then I would win prizes. And I just kept winning prizes and winning prizes. This was when I was still in Dallas. This was on 100.3 Jams.
I read something about 7th grade year.
Oh man, so like even that,
Take us back.
so in
happened
the 7th
7th
grade,
grade?
I was going to Christ the King in the Bronx, and there was this big talent show, and I just got finished being like in a group with a partner of mine.
Sorry.
The Holy Food Ghost hit you, yeah?
Oh, tell them about 7th grade.
So, I'm now a solo act because like my partner that I used to rap with in the 7th grade, we weren't friends at that time because it's funny. It's funny now. I can laugh at it now because so there used to be this girl I used to like named Kimberly Newbill. I still like her, but I was trying to talk to her on the bus, and he tried to play me in front of her. So I took his hat off, and I threw it off the bus. That was a little extreme, very extreme. It was his Yankees hat. He had a whole bunch of like my video VHS tapes of like Yo MTV Raps and like Video Music Box and stuff like that I taped. So I lived on the 6th floor in Concourse Village. He lived on the 2nd floor. I was in 6C. He was in 2C. And I used to be able to stick my head out the window. Yo, Haas, what you doing? So anyway, he took them tapes and he beat him with a bat and brought him back to my house and rang the doorbell and dropped him off because I threw his hat out the window. So now we ain't in a group no more. Yeah, we broke up.
We broke up.
I'm sure that's what happened with Andre and Big Boy. So me going into the 7th grade talent show, that was my first time like really going at it by myself. And there was this other kid who was like a grade ahead of me who just swore he was gonna beat me because he was down with this other like group allegedly that like had a record deal at the time. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna crush you and whoever writing your raps for you. Let's get it. Like I was competitive.
Yeah.
Because
And I'm with you. I was right beside you.
yo, it's like a Jedi ghost in spirit. Yo, my whole thing is like, because like my friends were always older than me because I was always younger than everybody, that like I just went harder and everything, and I always had confidence because like people had my back. My friends had, like, no matter where I live, I always have friends that was down for whatever nonsense I was into. And by nonsense, I meant like just creative, good things. Like we weren't bad kids. We weren't sticking people up and nothing like that. Like we were really like the outcast, you know? I was telling somebody the other day, I realized like, yo, man, I think we all might have a touch of the tism. Yeah. Like that's why I think we all rocked with each other because like we understood each other. You know what I mean? So, so like that really helped out a lot. Just, even like having Hassan be my friend up until the point to where he wasn't, it gave me somebody to talk to because I was new at that school that year. I didn't know nobody. So that was all part of it. So like me going into that talent show and winning it, that gave me the ability to know that, yo, listen, I could do anything, whether I'm in a group or solo. Just as long as I just keep going after it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so like, like that, like having like relationships, friends or whatever that you can still like lean on from like back in the days, it just means a lot to me because like sometimes you'll forget things or forget stories. But to have people around you that knew you before you were doing the thing you were doing, that also honestly were rooting for you the whole time, it just means the world. And it just like gives me, I don't know, that's my happiest moment when I'm talking to like my school friends, because like industry is industry. People who aren't in the industry that still know you, they know your government name, all those things. Like, those are like the relationships I really cherish and savor the most. Like even recently, like the second girl that I liked a lot. Like I used to fight mad people over this girl. Like she came to visit me on the set of Dish Nation, like
Really?
a couple months ago, yeah. Because she happened to be in town. And it's like, and I love to see the fact that she's thriving. She loves to see the fact that I'm thriving. And like, and it's just so dope to be able to like, it's almost like sometimes when you pause a conversation and you hit unpause when you pick back up, it's almost like, like time stands still in those moments. And like, that gives me sanity. Yeah. Because the world is crazy and there's a lot of crazy people in it.
For sure. I'm your host, RyRyB.
And I'm Headkrack.
And we just came home for the holidays.